I'm way too fed up with having 20 spiders watching me while I pee. That's going to end today. In the mansion, we have 3 bathrooms, this one, and this other one. And today, what I'm going to do is give them a deep clean. Starting with this one right here. Why this one? Well, I don't know. It was totally random. Since it's the first one, well, you have to start somewhere. So let's get to it. They're all more or less equally dirty, and it's not like they're extremely filthy, but it's more about things like spiders, streaks, this stuff here that I don't really know what it is, kind of like mud and so on. I have around 800,000 pieces of trash to throw away. Later, we'll properly organize the little box with products, since I've been putting things in randomly. It really needs better organization. I hope today will be a really productive day. This sink is a little bit dirty, huh? I think it's the worst one of all. Some gloves. You're probably going to say, you put on gloves to clean but not to work, and it's true. But the thing is, for work they really bother me, because these are very thin and you can clean well with them, but the ones for construction are much thicker. It gets a lot more complicated. I'm going to open the window. Well, I opened this one like this. I think it's broken here. I'll open the other one instead, because I've used a pretty strong product. I should have used one that wasn't so strong, but oh well, it's done now. Now I'm looking at this faucet. Look at the faucet, it's touching the sink. I mean, it's wedged in there so tight. Notice that the water connections on the faucet have this little plastic protective cover that you can remove. Later, I'll explain the story of this house and why the plastics are still on and the stickers are still on the windows. Honestly, I don't dislike this sink at all. I might not keep it in this bathroom because we have other ideas, but I'd put it in another bathroom. Honestly, I like it quite a lot. This turned out spotless. Look how shiny the sink is. Now let's tackle the floor, which is super dirty. And for that, I'm going to use this vacuum cleaner that Zekotech sent me. They've sent me several cleaning tools. I'll show you the rest in a moment, but first let's go for the vacuum cleaner. It's awesome because the battery is right here, so for this area, I definitely needed a cordless one. I'm wondering if I should bring the car in here later and vacuum it. This type of nozzle, for example, must work well for vacuuming the seat. Since we used it to move things, let's say, from the other house to here, for example, some plants I had to transport spilled some soil, and it got pretty messy. If I have time left, I think I'm going to do it.
If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same, so I stopped going down Friday nights.
It's the toilet's turn, and that's what grosses me out the most. I opened one and it was super disgusting, so we'll see if this one isn't the same or even worse. I'm telling you this because if you want to avoid seeing it, it's better to skip ahead a bit in the video, because now in 3, 2, 1, I'm showing the lid. Ugh, that's so gross. Ew, what is that? Honestly, I only cleaned one toilet, let's say, which is the one downstairs, the one we use, and we kind of fixed it up so we could use the bathroom. And it wasn't even close to being that dirty. But the one downstairs in the master bedroom is also a disaster. It's just, well, you'll see it later. What am I doing here? Because, of course, we have very little water. Well, just about half a bottle from these jugs. So, well, let's see how clean we can leave it. I'm going to pour some of this, which is super strong. And while we let it sit for a bit, let's clean the windows with something. And it's this window vacuum cleaner, which I'm going to use for the windows and for anything else I can. The box is already open because I opened it to charge it. It's so cute, isn't it? We can put this head on it or this one. I think the small one will work better for these windows for now.
Better get the sheriff, something's going down.
And here is where the dirt gets collected. Look, you can already see the little bubbles there. Well, in no time at all, we have it spotless. And look at the difference between this one and this one that I haven't cleaned yet. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but here it's kind of opaque. Well, it's all opaque because the window is opaque, but you can kind of see a big stain. Okay, it's time for the tiles. Well, I should rinse this off. I'm going to see how much water we have left. It's just that everything is getting super complicated with the water and electricity situation. But this morning we've made some progress. Just a little, but we've moved forward. I'm going to leave you with past Chris. Well, I'm still at home. I already have my things ready here to take with me so I can continue with the renovation of the mansion. But first, I have to do something very important. And that's that I have to stop by the hardware store because it turns out that we made the necessary modifications to the water connection on the street so that it meets the regulations and they can, well, install the water for us. Once everything was set up, we still had to make more modifications and change the type of doors. Well, it's just that normally the doors they sell to access, let's say, the water meter are usually opened with a kind of special key. And it turns out that here it has to be opened with a size 6 Allen key. And I'm not finding that kind of door. So what we've thought is to just change the lock directly. I removed the lock from the door we installed. I have it here in my bag. We're going to the hardware store to see if we can buy it and change it so they'll turn the water on for us since this is taking too long. It's outrageous. Honestly, it really gets on my nerves because it's just so incredibly slow, the process of getting water and electricity. In this case, it's for construction. But of course, without that, you can't move forward with a renovation. It's just crazy. I don't know. Let's see if I can get it today because honestly, my patience is really running out. In the meantime, well, nothing. Carrying jugs up and down. I don't know where this hardware store is, but I've been driving for quite a while now. This is the 5th hardware store I've gone to. I hope they have it because the others have recommended that I come to this one. So let's hope we're lucky. I found a parking spot right at the door, so I hope that's a good sign. A divine sign. Okay, what do you think? Did I find the lock I needed or not? Dun 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 dun. No. There you go, jackpot. It's just so frustrating, really. I'm just so exhausted already. Let's see. I called the water hookup technician because I have his phone number. Because since it was so complicated, he told me, I'll give you the number, you send me a photo of what you do, and then I'll approve it from the photo, and I don't have to go and then tell you no and all that. I said, perfect. I called him, I told him that I've already been to, 5 or 6 hardware stores over this. And honestly, he's very nice. And he told me, well, go to this one specifically because they sell a specific door and see if by buying the door I can take out the lock and put it in. Because the current dimensions don't match the old ones either. The opening isn't the same. And well, it's just that, well, I don't even want to tell you because there are so many stories. So I'm going to go and ask, not at this hardware store. At the other one I went to, they even doubted whether I'd understood it correctly. He said to me, but are you sure? Are you really sure about that? Could it be that you didn't understand it? And I said, well, my reading comprehension isn't exactly amazing either. But the sentence, that lock doesn't work for me, it has to be with key A opening and in 6, I think that's pretty generic. Anyway, I've seen the neighbors' doors and they do have this type of lock, so it does exist, I just need to find it.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday.
You can't imagine how tired I am with this whole water thing. It's crazy because in the villa, we barely had to do anything, just a few little things. It was super quick. Well, I went to the supermarket because to make matters worse, I had left my food at home. So since the hardware store was next to a Consum, I thought I'd just go and buy my food instead of going back home to get it and then coming back here. I thought I'm going to get something healthy but filling because I get really hungry. And I don't want to be working while I'm hungry. Well, 2 bottles of water because I drink a lot of water. This is for dessert, but I think you can also add it to what I bought. Blackberries, figs, which I love, and they were also on sale at 30% off at $167 and $228. The typical salad that's already made, and this was a little treat because it looked amazing. It's cheese that was already cut. Oh, it says it right here. Fresh cheese medallion with blueberries. 80% cheese, 20% goat cheese, salt, stabilizer, and well, some other unusual things, and 10% blueberries. And then these little toasts, toasted bread. What does it make you crave? With raisins and honey. Well, I hadn't seen this before. I didn't see this coming. I don't know if this is going to leave me really hungry because I eat a lot. So, well, we'll see. The cheese is amazing. I love it. It's pretty expensive because just what I showed you cost me 11 euros. And maybe for 12 or 13 you can get a more filling daily menu. If I had known, I would have stopped, since next door they serve paellas for 14 euros. And a paella is a paella. Rice with stuff. And maybe it would have cost me, well, I don't know, 16 euros. But honestly, comparing it, well, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still a little bit hungry. But anyway, I'll have my coffee and that'll finish things off. I'm going to look for the battery because without the battery, we can't turn on the coffee maker. This little cup was the one we made for the followers and it turned out badly, so I made it again. And this one, well, we kept it. So I brought it here to use it. Well, actually, the one that turned out badly was this one, because the color kind of faded. Well, it was something we did like that, and then we learned how to do it properly. But since this one didn't turn out well, and we wanted them to be exactly the same design, in the end we made them again. And now, past Chris says goodbye to make way for present Chris. Well, let's continue with this wall. I'm going to explain to you why there are stickers on the windows, the plastic covers that haven't been removed, and so on. It turns out that this house was never sold once it was built. That is, this house was built around 2007. Well, I suppose they started earlier, let's say maybe in 2006. It was finished in 2007. And then the big crisis of 2007 and 2008 started, so the construction company didn't sell it, and squatters and others have moved in. And well, that's how it stayed until today. So to speak, we are going to be the first people to officially live in the house. The rest has been kind of unofficial. It's been more like squatting, but the first official owners, so to speak, are us. That's why the windows still have the stickers on them. There are a lot of those little blue plastic pieces that you remove when you're about to use something for the first time. Let's say they're there so things don't get scratched and so on. And that's a bit of the story and the reason why everything is so new. Even though, well, in quotes, they've messed it up a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned it in the home tour, but when we came to this house, we were just looking, nothing serious. I mean, we didn't intend to find a house right away, we just wanted to sell the apartment and, well, let it be a process. But the truth is that we got here and our plans completely changed. Because the house impressed us so much and we absolutely loved it that we said, wow, I really think we're never going to find anything like this again. I mean, yes, we could find similar things, but obviously not at the price we were looking for. Obviously, there was a significant reduction because there was no water, no electricity, and also no certificate of occupancy. I mean, the house wasn't livable and all of that is quite a hassle. Well, you've already seen it, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many things, but well, you already know. This faucet here wasn't here. I installed it recently. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, but I put it in. And so once we have water, we can shower here, basically in this bathroom. Because, well, I don't know, it's the one I like the most. Well, no, the one I like the most is the one in the master bedroom, but it's true that this one has everything. It has a pretty decent shower. It also has a pretty decent sink. It has its little faucet, its toilet that's literally a mess, but it'll be clean. And I don't know, I think that here, taking a shower is much better than in any of the other bathrooms. In fact, when we came to see it for the first time, the house had only had 3 visits in a year. The third one was ours. So just imagine, 3 visits in a year. And according to what the real estate agent told us, when the other 2 came, they left in a hurry. They said, oh, that's a lot of work. Well, yes, it's true, it's not a little, but with patience and excitement, right?
Going away, get your bag, check the tag, decision is made, lock your door, need no more, it's already paid, cancel your mail for a while, it's a journey for life and I'm your ride, hang on, we'll be long gone, hang on.
A little trick to make the faucets shine again. WD-40. Just spray it. Wow, if we do this, you just spray it and it shines.
I cannot go wrong.
It's a shame that it's so scratched here because otherwise it would have looked like new. We still have the shower and the floor left. Please just look at this. Wow, soap, roughly speaking. But it's green. That one was low quality. This is going straight to the trash.
The top shelf drink set me straight and a little better.
To finish cleaning the windows and before cleaning the floor, I'm going to use this quick heating steam cleaner. I really haven't opened this one because it needs to be plugged in. So now we'll bring up the battery.
Make this go away.
I've attached this accessory, so we're going to use it.
A little better heart, but that's just how it goes.
Look at the cloth, okay?
It's a scratch, a little water in the tank like a flat. Oh, tired that you changed, just a bad dream, but I gotta wake up, let it go.
There's this thing here that's for cleaning the floor, and I'm going to try it too. How much battery do we have left? 10%. Look at the steam. Let's see the little cloth. Ugh, oh my goodness, it's really dirty. That's unbelievable. This is really good because we open here, and we can take out the little cloth and wash it, and finally everything is clean. Honestly, it smells wow. The change in smell from before to after is drastic. It's spotless now. I didn't put too much effort into cleaning the shower because we're going to replace it, so just making sure it's clean and ready. That's enough. The walls are also super clean now. Let's not even talk about the sink and the toilet on the outside because the sink was probably in the worst shape and the toilet turned out well. The only thing is, well, you know we've done what we could. This is starting to look different, but it still needs a few more passes. I need to bring a plunger and try with this plunger to see if there's something blocking it and that's why it doesn't drain properly. Or maybe it just needs some water running through it because I don't know when was the last time there was water here. So, well, we'll keep an eye on the toilet, but wow, everything else, you can really feel how clean it is here. I can't really explain it, it's just completely different. So, yeah, I'm super happy. I still have the other 2 bathrooms left. I've spent a lot of time on this one. I thought it was going to be a quick in and out thing, but phew. I still have cobwebs hanging around, but wow, it took me so long, I'm in shock. The main thing is it's done now, and I'll put more effort into this one since we're going to take a shower. And if we manage to get the toilet working, then we'll use the one downstairs when we're downstairs, and here we'll use this one. Now let's go for the one downstairs, the first one downstairs, and what we're going to do there is, well, let's take a look and decide. This door doesn't belong to this bathroom, but for now, we're using it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is vacuum the floor, clean the tiles, all the tiles, and also clean the shower. The toilet is already clean. As I said, it was the first one I cleaned. I'll give this one a quick touch up too, even though I already did a quick clean. That's about it. Paper with eggshell there. Mother of God, I'm going to sweep there because I don't know what's under the furniture. What is this? Oh my, well this is what was under the furniture. A cologne, my soul supreme, to hang the bathrobe and so on. A cable, well 2 cables, this thing for hair dye, an already opened hair dye, a toothpaste, some scissors, a deodorant, and wipes, and various other items. All of this was under the furniture. These scissors for work are going to be useful. I think we should disinfect them to cut materials and things like that.
2, 3, 4, who's that knocking?
There are 2 floorboards that have come loose and I'm going to end up taking a nasty fall. I think I'm going to throw them away. Look, this just comes off by itself. This is the kind of thing I always mention to you in every renovation. You try to do one thing, but something else comes up, so you fix that. Then another issue appears, you fix the first to fix the second, then the third, and then another problem arises. I mean, this is like a Russian nesting doll. You open one and there's another inside. Well, patience.
1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's that knocking on your door? It's a cat with a big smile. He's been there for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, knocking on your door. They are your friends. They wanna dance and sing. Open up the door, let them in. They are your friends. They wanna dance and sing. Open up the door, let them in.
Well, now we have our second spotless bathroom. Ta-da! It's exactly the same as with the other one. It smells different, although this one was cleaner because we had already given it a quick once-over. Honestly, the walls weren't done. And you can really tell, especially because of the spiders, the cobwebs, the little corners, all the edges full of things like black stuff on the floor with spiders there. Well, I don't know, weird things, so with this thorough cleaning now they're spotless. Well, not spotless, but pretty good. And they're not spotless because I don't have any clean water left. I mean, I'm using the same water the whole time. And this, well, anyway, it's kind of gross, but I don't have any more water jugs. So what I'm going to do is, for the next bath, I'm not going to wash the walls because this water has already been reused too much. And the only thing I'm going to do is vacuum. Give the floor a little clean and clean this here. The sink is what looks the worst, and I used to love this sink. I thought it was super cool, but the other day my sister-in-law, Ivan's sister, came over and told me it looked like a baby changing table. And now I don't see it as pretty anymore. Now it also reminds me of a baby changing table. It's true, it does have a bit of that shape, but it's very modern. I don't know, I'm at a point now where I'm not sure if I still like it or not. What do you all think about this sink? Would you keep it or get rid of it? Or maybe put it somewhere else? What could this be? Oh my god, it looks like salt mixed with several other products. I don't know if I should be wearing gloves. But what is this? It comes out as one piece. I'm going to look for a little scraper here. I think it's either salt or baking soda or something like that. Well, and a quick scrub, and that's it because it's getting really late. It's 6 o'clock. I started at 1 because I had lunch really early. It's been 5 hours, but hey, they've been pretty productive because the bathrooms, well, they weren't easy. Everything was really dirty. I'm happy. 2 pretty important things done. Cleaning and the water issue almost sorted out. Oh, so I'm happy with today now, for real. The third bathroom is also finished, with the sink all clean and the floor, well, more or less too. So that's it. We're going to say goodbye here in this bathroom. Don't forget that if you like these videos and we reach 1 million followers this year, I'll make a video every day. So that's it. Like I said, I'll see you very soon in upcoming videos. See you soon. Now we're going to do the paint check. curtain rod, but let's go with both of them.